I've got a little helper here, passing my sockets. Land Rover Series 3 repair and operation manual. Watch out, Eves. Oh, he is a bit tight here. There we go. Replacement. Come on, Dave. I mean, it'd be great if it went through the bumper, wouldn't it? There we go. That's beautiful. Me and my little helper have just applied the seal onto here. Hello and welcome back to the Rustenuts. So you join me under the bonnet of Bob, our Series 3 Land Rover, and today I'm going to start stripping off some of the stuff up here. I haven't got a lot of time, but I thought what I'll do is get started on the job. So the plan is to get to the rocker cover, get the rocker cover off and set the valve clearances. Now Bob's got a very tappy tappet. When I think when Liam and Mick took the head off to get the washer out of, I can't remember what cylinder it is in, cylinder 2 maybe, to get that out. They put the head back on, put everything back together basically, but we have ended up with a tappy tappet. So I need to get in there, set the clearances, but first of all, because Bob is FFR, let me just show you. We have quite a lot of things in here that we need to move out of the way. So first off is the carb elbow. So on a military vehicle you have this elongated carb elbow, so this needs to come out of the way. Now I'm just going to undo the bolt here, lift that out, undo this pipe here for this breather, and that can come out of the way. The carb elbow can come out of the way. Then up here we have the shielded coil. So this is all bolted onto the top, and you can see here you've actually got the bolts for the rocker cover there, and at the rear of it one here as well. So when we take those off, that can lift out of the way. We've got another breather here, goes up there to the brakes and to the servo, and there's a few other little bits and pieces that are probably going to have to move out of the way. So I thought while I've got a little bit of time, I'll get the strip down started, so then when I'm ready, I've got an hour or so, I can then just take the cover off, set the valve clearances, put it all back together. Hopefully we're good to go. Right, that's pretty much everything off. It actually wasn't that bad. So we've taken off, there's a breather pipe, carb elbows off. We'll just lift off that screen stuff, and then we're pretty much good to go. We can get in there. So if I get a bit of time today, I can try and come and set the rockers. If not, we'll do it another night. But at least we've got access now, and it's ready to go. We can just whip it off and get it done. Right, so that's the screened element moved out of the way now. So we've got clear access across here now. So now you can see the difference from where we were earlier, where we'd got all the breather pipes kind of crisscrossing over. You've now got a nice clear access. That's the screen dizzy up there. So now just undo these, the rocker cover then will lift off, and we've got clear access to what we need to do. So. Right, so I have actually got a little bit of time, so I didn't think I was going to, but what we're going to do is whip the rocker cover off and expose the tappets, and then we're going to set the valve clearances. I've got a little helper here, passing my sockets. So, yeah, we'll whip this off, and then hopefully, won't take too long, we'll set the clearances and then be done. What we have got over here is the... in fact, sorry, let me spin you around because then I can see what I'm showing you. We've got the official Land Rover Series 3 repair and operation manual. Watch out, Eves. So this is an absolute godsend, and it's far better than the Haynes manual. So I've got the Haynes manual for the Series 3, but this is brilliant. So you get all your sort of diagrams in here. And then this section here sets out your sequence for setting the tappet. So set number 1 tappet with number 8 valve fully open, set number 3 tappet with number 6 valve fully open, and so on. So it gives you the sequence, so as you're turning the engine over, it kind of runs nicely. So we're going to set them all to 10 thou. It doesn't matter whether it's hot or cold. I was just a little bit stuck from the high lamar, I think, from previous attempts at sealing. Oh, he's a bit tight in here. There we go. I didn't have a handle with Bob, so this is a Brit part replacement. Come on, Dave. Not very good, was it? From John Craddock's. So it should make it easier for us to turn the engine. We could turn it by the fan, to be fair. It's just a bit harder to get in there. From Craddock's. I mean, it'd be great if it went through the bumper, wouldn't it?
What are you doing with that?
It's so that we can turn the engine over. However, one thing we didn't think about was the fact that the NATO hitch is right in the way of the starting handle.
Okay.
That was a bad move, wasn't it?
Yep.
So I'm just using the references in the book, and I'll pop them up on the screen so you can see them if you're doing this job as well. But basically what I'm looking for with my feeler gauge at 10 thou is just a nice drag on there. That one doesn't feel too bad, but it could probably be tightened up a little bit. So I'll slacken off that lock nut, tighten that one up, and then we'll move on to the next one in the book because it gives you the sequence to operate to. Right, so feeler gauge in, and we just want a nice drag on that feeler. That's a bit tight. There we go, that's beautiful. So we can just leave our feeler in there, to be fair, actually, because now it probably feels a bit tight, so it's probably better to have it in. That's good. And then we'll nip that up with this. Just check that hasn't pinched it up, because that feels good. Nice little drag on that bad boy. There we go. Okay. And that one is, yeah, that feels good. Okay, so that was it basically. So I'm going to do that for all of them as I go along. Right, I think I found a tappy tappet, and I think it was the last one, which is number 7, and you can see there, there's absolutely no resistance under that one. So let's get him adjusted. Finally. Oh. Right, that's all of them set. The hardest part of it is trying to lean over and get to them all. Just when you're trying to faff around. If there was 2 of you doing it, it'd be ideal, because you can have one on the spanner and the screwdriver, the other one with the feeler gauge, and then you just nip it up quite easily. But when you're trying to get the feeler gauge in and stuff as well, but it is what it is. It's totally doable by yourself. So I've set all of those. What I'm going to do now is just go through one more cycle and just check each one to make sure that they're all good. But it seemed like it was number 7 that was our loose one that was probably causing that issue. There's a couple of others that were maybe didn't have the resistance that I'd quite like, but I don't think they would have been causing the tap. It would have been number 7, but that one now feels a lot better. And the gap on that one is, there's just that nice drag on the feeler gauge when you're pulling it through. So yeah, I'll go through the cycle, just check all these, and I think that's job done. I'll reassemble everything, then we can fire them up and see if it's made a difference. Right, I've just cleaned up the mating surfaces on the rocker cover. So as you can see now, nice and clean, got the old gasket off. There's a lot of high lamar on there. I still need to scrape a little bit. I can see another bit on there, but yes, I'm just cleaning this up, getting that ready to go, giving it a nice clean on the top as well, so it looks nice and duck eggy. And me and my little helper have just applied the seal onto here, the gasket, sorry. So we've just used a bit of high lamar blue all around the edges, popped the gasket on now, because the cork had just kind of warped a little bit, as it would in the packaging over in storage. In my little storage container over there, it just warped out of shape. So a bit of high lamar holds it in position, and then what we'll do, just flip that over, seat it on top, and then start bolting stuff back in. Right, it is the moment of truth. I've put everything back on, didn't take long. Carb elbow is back on. Just trap my chain there, let me get that out of the way. So yeah, just gonna fire it up and see if it starts. Carb elbows all on, all the breathers are on, reconnected the wire into the coil, which it just came off. So I think we're good. Let's give it a whirl. Right, so pretty pleased with that. We've got a pretty nice sounding engine now. It's ticking over lovely. Fans have got a little bit of a the belts have got a little bit of a squeal, but I think that's just because we can't hear that tappy tap it as much now. So it's a good job done. The kind of faff is just getting everything off and out of the way, and then you can just crack on, and then getting the gasket back on can be a bit of a faff, but it looks all good. We've got a nice seal all the way around. I can't see any leaks in there, so I think successful job. I will have to take him out for a run at some point and just test him out, but that tapper's definitely gone, which I'm really pleased with. So yeah, good job done there today, I think, and I've got a bit more time on my hands than I expected, so that's always a nice thing, isn't it? If you're enjoying the content, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We upload every Sunday. And we've got all the usual links down in the description, so DJI gear, stuff like that, you know, there's an affiliate link if you need it. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.